Hi, hello, you beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we're talking about what is the 7-7 portal. The 7-7 portal is every year on the 7th of July. It is a spiritually significant day, and within many spiritual traditions and numerological traditions, it's regarded as a powerful energetic gateway, a time when the qualities associated with the number 7 is absolutely amplified, creating an opportunity for deeper spiritual awakening, heightened intuition, the release of obstacles, and greater alignment with your soul's path. Yes. So I'm Carmen Delport. I'm a multidimensional healer, a spiritual therapist, soul alchemist, ancestral healer. And today we're talking about this 7-7 portal. I'm going to take you briefly through what it represents, the history of it, and then I'm also will be talking about my healing event that I have, online healing event on the 7th of July, 7-7 portal soul alignment. So while the 7-7 portal is not rooted in scientific, it's not been scientifically proven, it's not been documented, although it is coming through ancient traditions, and it is widely recognized as an opportunity for healing, for increased consciousness, soul alignment. This opportunity to really nurture who you are and who you are becoming. It's a day to pause, it's a day to reflect, to contemplate. So across many cultures and spiritual traditions, like I mentioned, we will be going through a few of them. The number 7 has long been regarded as one of the most sacred and mystical numbers. It's just a beautiful number to look at as well, isn't it? If you're like me and you can see, if you're clairvoyant and you're a seer, you can see other dimensions, other realities. You will see that there's numbers everywhere around us as the universe responds to numbers, sacred geometry patterns, light codes as well. And the number 7, you can see that everywhere. And the number 7 comes into physical form for us, like when we physically see it, like maybe we see a sign or a receipt with 777 or 7777 or 77. And is it a number plate? The numbers become physical when we are becoming aligned. When we step more into a specific alignment, numbers come in, okay, into the physical form for us to actually see them. But numbers also have a sound that carry a frequency, a vibration. Okay. 7 represents intuition, inner knowing, contemplation, higher consciousness, and the search for deeper truth. It encourages us to slow down, to listen within, and reconnect with the wisdom of our soul. It's a time for breakthroughs and divine guidance on the 7-7 portal. And the number 7 represents breakthrough, heightened intuition. Many of us believe that the number 7 helps to illuminate what is ready to be released so new possibilities can emerge. So on the 7th of July, the day is coming up to it where we are now. There's an inner knowingness coming up of what needs to be released, what are we completed with. And on the 7th of July, that is really possible to make a very big leap in a significant release, a let go, a step forward. Okay? It is when we work with this energy of the 7 portal, it is easier and more obvious what it is we are releasing, removing, letting go. And equally, it is more obvious for me as a healer, as a shaman, to see what we are bringing in, and for you, the person receiving, to feel what is here coming in, to know what is coming in, what it is that you are being guided towards. As the veil is so thin on those 24 hours, that it is easier for us to perceive other energies. Our intuition is really amplified, and our soul can connect with us so much easier. And we can connect with our soul so much easier. And we can connect with our higher wisdom, which is very important. 7 symbolizes cycles of completion. If we look back, we always have 7-year cycles we work through. Okay. 7 also symbolizes spiritual maturity in something, a theme, a process, a cycle, and divine timing. It reminds us that every experience serves our evolution, our journey, guiding us into greater alignment with our authentic self and our highest purpose. In my event on the 7th of July, we will really go into connecting with our higher purpose, but I will talk more about that later in the video. The history of the number 7. Throughout human history, 7 has been considered one of the most sacred numbers. In ancient Egypt, which I am very connected to, I remember my previous incarnations in Egypt. I remember our teachings, our rituals. I just love that. The Egyptians associated 7 with divine perfection. Now, it's not perfection like in the human mind, it needs to be perfect lines and perfect. No, it's divine perfection, as in life is exactly as it should be. It is us in our truest form. It is us in our fully connected with our soul, following our soul, our higher self. In ancient Egypt, it's also associated with divine order and the sacred cycles. 7 often appear in temple rituals and initiations. And as a healer, working with my ancient Egyptian self and with my team in spirit, my ancient Egyptian team in spirit, we work with the number 7 always. There's always a 7 we are working through in many different forms and layers. Okay. That is why I think that this 7/7 portal is so significant. Because as a healer, a shaman, we work with 7. Not as in consciously, but unconsciously we work with the number 7. In ancient Greece, the Pythagoras taught that numbers carried spiritual frequencies, and 7 to them represented wisdom, the soul, and spiritual evolution. 7 was considered one of the most mystical numbers, and still is. In Judaism, 7 appears constantly throughout the Hebrew scriptures. And I absolutely love this. I'm bringing this into the healing. When I work with my work, I work with my team in spirit of 96 higher dimensional beings. And they shared with me that we will be working with some of this. So in Hebrew scriptures, 7 days of creation, 7 heavens, 7 bronze menorah, 7-year cycles, 7 blessings, 7 feasts. 7 represents completion and again, divine perfection. In Christianity, the number 7 appears hundreds of times. And I've got 2 examples here for us. 7 spirits before God's throne. 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit. And again, it represents in Christianity divine completion and God's perfect timing. Divine order. Hinduism, 7 is linked to consciousness. And as we know, it includes the 7 chakras. The 7th chakra is the gateway to higher consciousness. We have the 7 sacred rivers in Hinduism. I also work with the 7 sacred rivers. We have the 7 sages and the 7 higher worlds. I'm just receiving more information as I'm talking. They're just saying to me there's also 7 lower worlds. And they're just showing it to me. Buddhism. According to tradition, after the Buddha's birth, he took 7 steps, symbolizing awakening and mastery over the material world. Can we be masters? Yes, we can. Indigenous traditions. I spent quite some time with indigenous tribes in Africa and Southern and Central America. And so they do use the number 7. So here we have the 7 directions, 7 generations, 7 levels of consciousness. The 7 generations is very significant. When I do ancestral healing, the 7 generations before us has got the strongest energetic imprint on us. But sometimes in my work with ancestral healing, I go way further back than 7 generations because we need to go back to where it started. But the 7 generations, that is what's the most energetically imprinted upon us. So 7 sits between the physical and the spiritual. So as we see that this is the physical world, the 3D world, we have 3 dimensions, 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. 7 is there where we go into the 4th dimension. It is the crown chakra. This is where we go into the higher awareness, higher consciousness, higher visions, higher guidance. Okay. In numerology, they call the number 7 the seeker, which I think is very interesting. The qualities of the number 7 is intuition, higher wisdom, contemplation, awakening, truth, divine intelligence, spiritual mastery, and inner knowing. 7 is the number of turning inward, whereas other numbers are turning outward. Okay? Outward action, inward action. So the 7-7 portal itself, this is a new age thing that has come to light as we've been meditating and really seekers. We are seekers, we are spiritual seekers. As we've been seeking and connecting and meditating, it became obvious to us that this is a significant portal for us to connect with and to not miss. So it became more and more known as this energetic gateway, this portal that is here for us on this day, where it's easier for us to connect with the 7 energy. Right? So over time, many practitioners began describing repeating dates such as 11-11, 8-8, 11-11, 12-12 as these energetic portals. That is portals for us to connect with more of us, our spiritual beings, because we are more than just this physical. So we really need to, what's coming to me is be grateful, be in gratitude that we have these gifts. This is gifts from the universe. It's energetic pockets, portal pockets that we can step into for 24 hours and consciously work with, be with, immerse ourselves in. So what do many people experience on the 7-7 portal? Well, some experience accelerated spiritual growth, heightened intuition, soul remembrance, which I love. And this is what we are going to be doing in my event on the 7th of July. Releasing old identities is what some are experiencing, like it's like an unhook. It's just like whoop, whoop. Receiving guidance, connecting with our higher consciousness, literally timeline shifts, which makes sense if you have soul remembrance happening, and if you release the old, and if you receive the guidance, if you connect with higher consciousness, of course you will be timeline shifting. And it's also time for activating dormant gifts, right? And also we can really go into the heart and open the heart another level. Which reminds me, I did bring out a video recently of Unblock the Heart, and in there's a light language transmission which really opens up the heart as well. Greater alignment with life purpose is also experienced in this powerful portal. This is all what is possible if we consciously work with this. And also because it's such a significant portal, many people all over the world will be connecting with this energy. And as more of us connect with this energy, we amplify, we give more power to this portal, which means that we can receive so much more from this portal. Okay. So we are this year, 2026, in a universal year number 1, which is associated with new beginnings, independence, leadership in your own life, stepping into leadership in your own life, and planting new life seeds. Okay? So this is a powerful year for the 7/7 portal because we all want leadership of our own life. We are all stepping into the new. So it's good to receive the soul guidance, the soul connection, the soul remembrance, and the activations that's coming through with these energies, right? So whether you see the 7/7 portal as a sacred numerology event, an energetic gateway, or simply a beautiful invitation to pause, it's a reminder for us to step away from this busy, noisy 3D world and to connect with our inner wisdom and our soul. And we have this opportunity every year, this moment in time where we can truly be with our soul and our ancestors. So more of my event on the 7th of July, it's an online event, is the sacred gathering. It's an opportunity for us to return to ourselves. Okay? We will be, the link is below. There's a link, and on that link is all my events, but I will also put the individual links. We will balance and harmonize the 7 chakras. We will remove 7 things that is blocking us. We will work through the 7 rivers, the 7 flows to connect us with more of ourselves, our energetic imprint. We will be connecting with our soul. You'll receive multidimensional healing from my team in spirit of 96 higher dimensional beings. And in their presence, it is easier for us. My team in spirit is brilliant in opening one up to connect more with more of yourself. We will increase our awareness of ourselves, our energy. We will cultivate trust in ourselves. We will receive guidance from our soul. Deep connection with the soul. That's why we're calling it the 7/7 soul alignment portal, for soul connection, coming into alignment with your soul purpose, right? So if this video resonates with you, then please do like it, do share it, comment, and come and join us on the 7th of July. And if you can't make it, please do make time on the 7th of July to connect with the energy, the vibration of 7. Honor yourself. Honor yourself enough to pause in this powerful portal in a powerful month energetically. Thank you so much for being here and sending you so much love. If you prefer to work in one-to-one with me, my website is below, carmendelport.com. Send me a message there and we can book a private one-to-one. Okay? Bye.